Nowadays we call ourselves Final Exit Network. How many people have heard of that? And we didn't get our money worth from our advisors there. Final exit, obvious what that means. Network is that we continue to be a group of 100% volunteer organization scattered around the country. No offices, no overhead. Everybody's a volunteer. We have one part-time person like you to keep us more or less organized, and that's it. So this network continues today to work directly with people and to advocate. You said advocate. We are advocating. We were the ones that advocated first for that law of physician aid in dying that's been 19 years now in Oregon. We were right on the ground floor of that. And it was a real big learning experience. Now there are 5 states where you can ask your physician, if you are determined by 2 different physicians that you're terminal, you're facing death within 6 months, you can get some pills and you can have them there to use at your convenience if you want to check out. But you can only do that in those 5 states. You can't do it in Minnesota. And the law that we were trying to push through our legislature here didn't make it out of committee. But we'll be back again next year, right? Okay. So here we are. And there's another part of that that's really important to me. No one is forced to sacrifice his or her values for the benefit of others. Well, this is a splendid ideal, but here's a sad reality, right? This poor soul, maybe me in a few years, my right to choose to die on my own terms. As a lifelong, since the 60s, I've been a human rights and civil rights activist. And my last right, I certainly want to defend my right to end my life if I so choose, because I am sovereign of my own life. But we got other people who have another idea about that. We have politicians who have supporters, religious authorities, medical authorities, others that have influenced them to pass laws that prevent me from exercising my rights. Think about other rights. Freedom of choice in various other areas of life, like who you're going to marry and whether you're going to have a child or not. Those are the same kind of rights that we're talking about here. I don't get it, and I really can't stand it. We are out there advocating. This is one of our members who kind of got give me liberty or give me death a little bit backwards here. Give me liberty and give me death is what this woman is talking about. Liberty at my death to die on our own terms. Not your terms, not based on your values and beliefs, but based on mine. And that's what we're all about. And I guess I jumped over that one, didn't I? Yeah. But fortunately, we live in a country where we have the freedom of speech. We can write brochures, we can make videos, we can talk to people about these issues freely and openly, right? Trick question. Not in Minnesota. This map is wrong. This is the only state in the United States where it is illegal by law to talk about these things personally. This is a sad reality. It is offensive, apparently, to some people who have tremendous power and influence to the point where they have a law passed in our state, the assisted suicide law. The assisted suicide law has a little line in it. In fact, we got 3 lines tossed out, but there's one line that's still there. And it says that if I give you information that you use that enables you to end your own life, there's up to 5 years in jail sentence and $30,000 fine or both. Now our little organization of volunteers, we got hit for a $33,000 fine in August. We were convicted in Dakota County for the terrible crime, and it's worded this way. This is the book that started the whole movement. It gives practicalities of self-deliverance and assisted suicide. It's a whole book on the philosophy and the pros and cons and other alternatives, but it does have a section where it says, here's how you do it if you really insist you want to do it. And we got convicted for speech that enabled a woman in Dakota County in 2007 to use that book to look up that chapter and decide and figure out how to take her own life. Convicted for speech. So much for freedom of speech in this state, huh?
2 minutes, Gary.
Got 2 minutes? Let's go. So, that's what we are. My life, my death, my choice. This is our website, and we're trying to now defend two essential rights. The right over my own life, the right over your life, and our right to really have honest, open conversations, information about that. Kevin had mentioned that he has become active in this movement by testifying before our legislature, giving talks, chats, other things we hope. And it takes people in this state to get behind this issue. Unless you're not, unless you're planning on not dying, you're going to be facing this, you and your loved ones. And if you want the freedom to let them really know all of their options, we need to do something about this. And I invite you, we have, I selected two little pieces of paper. They're out there in the hallway. One is by the author of Final Exit, the father of this whole movement. It's called Liberty and Death. This is the manifesto that started it all. And the other little piece of paper is called The Ultimate Civil Right. And that's out there as well. Let's feel some of my cards too if you'd like to get in contact and pursue this further. But folks, I guess I'd like to go back to that first slide, because this is what it's all about. I think you're exactly on target, but it's an ideal that needs some muscle behind. Do I have time for a question or not?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Got a lot of people here, atheists, Christians, Jewish.
Yep.
What is the official position of the Libertarian Party? A lot of people are here because they want to do their own thing. They're fed up with the Democrats and Republicans.
Yep.
But if a person doesn't agree with this, it's just not their philosophy, religion, or whatever, what's the official position on this? How does a person fit into what you're talking about if they don't agree?
Well, my answer is, if you don't want to do it, don't. But don't tell me what I can or cannot do. Okay? Oh, okay.
I get that, and I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm not saying
But
that.
you're saying, what is the position of the organization?
The Libertarian Party is this.
That is not an issue that the Libertarian Party of Minnesota has made a top priority, basically. I have not seen a printed statement. I can defer to the other members here if anybody knows of that.
Yeah, I would say just essentially that if you believe in this, then you should have the right to execute that right. If you don't believe in it for religious reasons, then
Don't.
exactly what you said, don't do it.
For what it's
And-
worth,
but-
I'm sorry, for what it's worth, who's the gentleman speaking at the National?
Wendell Stevenson, the former president of our organization.
The former president of their organization is going to be one of the speakers at the National Libertarian Convention. So,
There's something you could do here, which is to get behind the effort to get our own law passed. It's called Compassion and, what is it, Care.
compassionate care.
And it will be back again in the next session, and they need people out there speaking in favor of it. The opposition comes out in huge numbers, and we libertarians and civil rights folks are kind of outnumbered.
All right, thank you, Gary.
Okay? Thank you.